What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of Shyt Talkin Time with your boy Grubbs. So not me, who else? Got a lot to talk about today. Sitting back Saturday night. Well, I'm sorry, Sunday night. I'm sorry. Sitting back here watching the Grammys 50th anniversary of hip hop. It's a pretty good show. I can't lie. Would have probably put some more people up there, but I'm glad. I'm glad they definitely gave they props up, but definitely, I ain't never seen the Grammys look like this up in my life. But I'm definitely happy to see it. Just glad you know, you know. But let's see, what could we start at first? First we're gonna get into the shit that get under my skin. Um, I know y'all caught wind of this whole little issue with I guess you could say it's a quad pod. It's like Mason Cam and Joe Budden and Melissa Ford. Um, First and foremost, I'm gonna start off by saying I never really liked Joe Buttons. So I don't want anybody to think that I don't want y'all to be like, damn, why he giving it? Because the simple fact, I'm one of these cats that been around for a long time. Um, I ain't just start watching the internet when I got bored. No, I ain't get shot and start watching the internet. No, no, no. I've been around the whole entire time. Back when the nigga had a podcast with Tari jumping on a trampoline all day. Like, come on, man. I've been around a long time. So it's like the arrogance that he shows, I don't like it. And then on top of that, you've been punched in your face too many times, bro. And I mean, that's the thing that why I tell these cats. I mean, when me and my homeboy had to talk about getting to this podcast piece, I was more than willing to do it. But the part that I had to express to him, like, these podcasters get up here and they be musical artists, entertainers. Not gonna say everybody, but as far as my platforms, like for me, we're gonna get this clear. I ain't doing through official. Y'all could take a screenshot, a picture, send it around my city. You're not gonna get nothing back. I ain't gonna say, oh, I was a terror, I was Billy Badass, I was 10 guns, no, but you're not gonna hear anything bad. You're not gonna hear anything disrespectful, and the only thing you're gonna hear is, oh yeah, he used to get to a couple of dollars. Hmm. That's the kind of light that I respect. Um, Getting on these platforms is not really for me. It's not a tear down, build up, tear down, build up. No, but if you a sucker, nigga, you gonna get talked about like a sucker on my platform. And at the end of the day, to me, Joe Buttons is the highest level of fucking sucker I ever seen. I don't know if anybody out here forgot, but last time I was talk about my father, any nigga put his hands on a woman, a sucker. I remember what you used to get into. Then I remember when grown men stood in front of you, nigga, you did nothing. You said nothing. Now, I mean, you made comments about a lot of people, bro, that got you punched in your fucking mouth. So I ain't never in my life seen nobody get socked over true comments. So it's like it's just too much, man. And it's like fast forward on, even though it's been 10 years, I really didn't appreciate how he handled the Migos. Any nigga around my way knew. I used to talk so much shit about the niggas. But at the end of the day, I respect game. When your bitch ass came out, you could have went they route too. Made a fuck ton of money, but you didn't. You decided to pull your penis pump out and pump it up, and that ain't get you that far, my nigga. The craziest thing about it, why the only reason that nigga song is still in my head because the movie You Got Served. And I know 99% of the people gonna say, oh shit, yo, that is where that joint came from. They don't even know it's from you, bro. I mean, to me, your musical career was a fucking joke. Nobody came out from around you. You didn't bring no artists into the game. You didn't do jack shit, bro. I remember when them niggas was talking about how you was out there sending niggas to the store, niggas rolling over check. Come on, bro. You always been a sucker, Joe. And this is the only beautiful thing that you gotta understand, nigga. Niggas got platforms like you got platforms. They can get up here and say whatever the fuck they want. The only difference between like these other platforms, I really will beat you the fuck up. Real life, off camera. See, and that's another thing where a lot of these cats need to start letting niggas know. My homeboy warned me coming into this entertainment field, you can't react certain ways. You know, I might see him, he might be like, yo, I see your joint, what you bloop? Now I got lawsuit paperwork coming in the mail. Yeah, I'm gangster as shit online. Everybody love me. I just did some out of pocket shit, but then I got this bitch ass nigga shot suit. I know how I'm starting to get the grasp of how things work now because I thought that being though that you be dealing with real niggas, some of them real street niggas, you expect nothing but real street situations to come out. When you dealing with a rapper, you expect things to be handled on the street level because they're rappers. But now at 40 some years old, I'm starting to realize there's a difference. You have rappers and you have entertainers. A lot of these guys are great entertainers. The reason why they're able to entertain you on track and they're still able to entertain you off track because they're fucking they entertainers. They're not rappers, they're not artists, they're not journalists, they're just fucking entertainers. And they're utterly hilarious to me. Um, as far as the whole ordeal, I don't like stuff like that because I know there's money behind that platform. I know it's enough money for y'all to do research behind topics before y'all put them out there looking stupid. Now, I know for a fact you feel very honorable because he's riding behind his co-host, but that was the most boneheaded shit I ever seen, bro. That's like when a nigga gonna tell me, yeah, the bull who got killed, seen Drake getting the shoot. Right. I wasn't there. Do I believe he was there? No. Could have happened. I don't know. But if I really wanted to know, it would be fact checked. I'm gonna give you a prime example. Um, private matter been going on about people telling us shit like that. And like I tell people, being in the streets for so long, I done seen many niggas tell good niggas, bitch ass niggas, stand up niggas. I done seen all types. But like I tell cats, when certain niggas tell the 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 shit go different. So like if this nigga like, okay, I got three people around me that has been in that situation. First nigga dead. Want no homework, want nothing. Paperwork ain't come out after the kid. Yeah, he told. I know he did. All right. Next nigga told. No homework, no paperwork, no nothing. Yeah, yeah, I know he did it. Yeah, you know you can't be around that nigga, bro. He's guilty by association. I stood by the code and I did the right thing. Fast forward on, the third nigga told. Are you sure he told? I ain't see no paperwork. Y'all see the difference? That's how the world works. So I don't want y'all to think that that's the industry. That's the real world. These all three of these men told with this last nigga telling you need proof, DNA, you got a picture of him on the stick. You need all this extra shit. But the only difference that I'm gonna tell you how things work, right? The first two niggas was street niggas. The last nigga wasn't. He was just a nigga playing the street nigga. So when it shit went bad, when he bumped heads with the street nigga, now everything gotta be explained. Niggas need to see the actual factual, but you ain't need to see the actual factual with the last nigga. You ain't had to see actual facts with the nigga before that. It was just signed and said he did it. I believe he did it. But this specific nigga, you gotta see. See, that's the reason why I tell cats. Shit like that is the reason why these suckers can go in the hole and resurface themselves and come back as somebody that want to play like they're a genius now, or they done all this other shit other than got punched in their fucking face. Come on, man, stop. Um, as far as little homie, I don't really have not bad to say. I mean, I want no trick, but I always love Melissa Ford, boy. They always was a bad motherfucker. But even for her, you know, you're getting out here into this world. You actually had a journalist role of a job, so you know how severe it is to put out facts that are not true. And the part that you need to realize, this is not Fox 29. This is podcast. And most niggas is gonna check what come out of your mouth if it's not true. It's not TV. So that's your team not warning you how it works out here. But also they know how it works. So for him to say, I'm standing behind it, I mean, you supposed to, but y'all just share the clown together. That's it. Okay. Now it's just that one clown is two. I'm cool with that. But on the flip side, to me, I do agree with the other things that was said because by your team being inside of the podcast space and out and about, they should have edited that out. Because if you didn't know the facts, it shouldn't have been said. But your team also should have known that that shit wasn't true. And they should have known, okay, we gonna cut this part. And then when we cut it, we gonna tell it like, yeah, we ain't let that part fly because, you know, we don't really have nobody to fact check that. Plus, we don't want to, you know, start no backlash or nothing. These guys just worked out a major deal for their podcast. So who the fuck want anything dealt with, you know, some weird shit tied around their name? That's another thing. So for that reason, I felt that she should have did a little bit due diligence and did some more homework before she threw that fact out there instead of just trying to be on the show and had something interesting to say. Like they say, sometimes it's better just sit there, look good, and be quiet than it is to say some bullshit out your mouth. But that's that's how I feel about that. I mean, as far as all that shit talk, just stop, Joe, please, man. I don't know why these cats do this, man. I guess because they got a camera and a mic and they feel they can do this, or they got a couple of dollars and a good security team, which we already know 10 times out of 10, that's the fact. They got a few dollars, they got a good security team. Some big dudes know how to neutralize crowds, make sure they can get his ass in the car before somebody get their hands on him. But, you know, but all that goofy shit almost, oh, this weekend, you outside in your fucking yard, nigga, shut up. Don't do that. You don't be in no hoods, nigga. Cut that shit out, bro. Like you, yo, like that bull gets under my skin, bro. And I mean, some niggas get famous off of doing it. That's their skill, getting under people's skin. But the craziest thing, the people who promote you and pay you to do this shit, nigga, they just like seeing you paying you to get punched in your shit and see you paying you to get treated. Cause that's what's gonna happen. But at the end of the day, that's one thing my platforms don't do. I don't do gossip. I don't do fake shit. And anything that I do say, I can stand on what I say and I can stand on it with the person that I'm saying it about. If y'all ever see me out, only thing I can say is try it. It ain't gonna go well for you. And I don't do entourages. Well, I do keep 16 with me. And I ain't gonna lie, them niggas do be hot too. They be heated. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, some of the times these people don't understand when, you know, shout out to my man, when you the shooter and the driver, when you the gangster and the gentleman, shit like that, these niggas do rub you wrong because I am both parts. And we around the same age, nigga. I ain't been treated nowhere near like you've been treated. I ain't never been disrespected. Ain't nobody chasing me on camera. Ain't nobody putting no smut on my name, bro. And I got money too. So it's like, talk all that bullshit you want to. No, I ain't got this podcast money, but I got money. And on top of that, I got respect. Something you ain't got. I can pull up into my home's neighborhood, get out and walk around. I don't need security. I can get out and walk to the store. I can sit there eat my Chinese food on the strip. I can do all that, bro. And like I used to tell niggas a long time ago, I wanted to get money, but still keep my dignity. I still wanted to be able to pull up in my hood, nigga. If I get Lambo money, nigga, I'm coming to the block with it. I understand I can park it in my 6-car garage at home, but I still want to take it back to the block. This is what I hustled for. This is what I took these risks for every day. Yeah, I'm going to enjoy it where I put in the risks at, if you can. But I ain't giving none of that niggas too much of my time. Let's move. Let's travel on. Let's touch on. No, I don't want to say anything dealing with touch and on dealing with this next character. Pause. Hassan Campbell. I see a video clip with this guy saying that he is all right. First off, I seen the video. My homeboy sent it to me when he was all alive. When he supposedly woke up, drove to the projects, set up a camera, and decided to stay out there and yell. So after he got shot, he comes back and says he was a little tipsy. He woke up. Shut the fuck up. I wake up plenty of days tipsy. And I don't go through dumb shit like that. And you're older, nigga. That's where the internet need to stop letting these niggas put these comments out of why they did what they did. Nigga, you 50 something. You don't know right or wrong. You don't know dumb or smart. Stop playing, bro. Told niggas that nigga probably shot his fucking self. Get the fuck out of here, man. It's all the time you get up here, Rody. Um, Fast forward on. Like I said, I've been catching the wind and shit. Thank God, honeycomb brazy and the finesse 2 time thing is kind of swaying out. And then they come around with some shit, him beefing with his brother. Like, that's why I say, man, for me, myself, this is the reason why I didn't really want to do the podcast in space, because this is the bullshit that people sit there and report. And I'm not going to make a creative story to get you to listen, because no, I don't know none of these people. I see the same videos everybody else see. I just got a couple more outlets that people don't use. By me being online so long, when these videos catch out, I normally see the shit on Instagram 2-3 days after, because I know the places that it's being uploaded to SD and I get alerts to my phone. Most people don't be caring. Now, once it hit World Star or somewhere else or it gets shared, then people are like, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Or once it hit YouTube, most of the time these videos go to other outlets first. And then they make it to YouTube and stuff like that. But I be finding out the shit, beforehand. Some of the stuff I find out instantly, like the Finesse Brother joint. I found out that joint like an hour right there. It happened, I guess, because he went live, and I got the alert about the actual live that he was on. And I was like, okay. Then after about 2 days, it started to get bigger and bigger. It took time. Honeycomb Breezy. I've been doing it. Took a nice little minute before it surfaced. Like I said, he gave him about 48 hours before he put his foot on his neck, or it took that long for this stuff to make it around. But a couple of the lives and videos was already out prior to that, before the world got hold of it. So that's some of them times where I'll be saying I be having the info firsthand, but I don't choose to report everything. I really choose not to report situations that I don't respect, but I will report situations that I don't like. And I guess that's mainly just me. I like to report what I don't like. I don't want to report what everybody's talking about. Diddy, feds rap to Diddy. No, they're not. Diddy at home show. But for click purposes, the feds are after Diddy. They got da 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 da. Nah, Don't believe none of that. I don't. That's why you don't see it on any of my channels. I said what I said about Diddy. You know, my main compassion went out to his family because even though he made the mistakes, allegedly, his family is the one that has to get chased around by paparazzi. His kids at school, his team, everybody has to go under that same fire when you're that popular of a person. So like I said, I feel bad for his family and you know his others, his Diddy mom still living. Like it's a lot of people had to take that backlash behind that situation. And I do find that kind of bad. So I feel bad for them. Whatever he did, that's his business. I ain't saying it's right. I don't know nothing about it. I don't have any proof. I wasn't in the room. I didn't see a video. I don't know what he did. I just hear a bunch of talking. And for me, I hear a bunch of less fortunate people talking. And that's another thing about me and my platforms. I'm not saying fuck the less fortunate, but I believe in motive. And when certain situations come out, motive shows. If I don't see a motive, oh, this boy ain't got nothing to lie about. Like a lot of information come from Whack 1. I respect it because he don't have a personal beef with everybody who information he put out there. That's called not being biased. He'll give you information on the West Coast nigga, East Coast nigga, South Coast nigga, North Pole. It don't matter. That's how shit's supposed to be. This podcast shit can't be biased. You have to speak your mind and you can't tank the information. If you have it, put it out there. If you don't, you scared. Stop doing what you're doing. I ain't never seen a reporter. The reporters be looking soft as cotton, but they get out there and put all your business out there. They don't care. It's a job. It's a risk. That's what you take. Now that podcast is becoming different, where street niggas is coming from outside and getting in front of these cameras. Now it makes the game a little different because you can't run down a punch on the street nigga like you can run down a punch on an R&B dude or a reporter. You gonna run down on the street and get your ass popped. You gonna run down on the street nigga, he gonna be with a bunch of other street niggas, and then you gonna get mosh pit. So it is a different game now. It's a different game now. And a lot of people forget that by the game changing, that it's just one of the ones where you have to be very, very cautious of what you do and what you say, because even back in the streets, I used to tell people, you can say something about a nigga, and he can have another nigga or a cousin, uncle, brother, you don't even know. And he said, "What was my fault? All right, I got him. It ain't gotta be him." So always remember that, man, when you are just throwing people business out and talking freely and saying what you want to say about people, man, you do gotta answer. And if you can't stand on it, and if you ain't got the, I'm gonna say the back end the hold tight, you know, what can you do? Like I tell people, is what I mean by that. I'm not going up against no Diddy. Diddy got the money that can crush me, but I can go up against a Joe Budden. I can go up against a Hassan Campbell. I can go up against a lot of these niggas. To be honest. See, the problem that people didn't understand, and I learned a long time ago. When you get paper as long as I have, it's like you start to develop something when you notice. And don't get me wrong, you see a couple of cats just like me out there mingling with the stars because that's what they choose to do with their money. For me, I decided to wait, build, so that way when I do pop out and y'all see me around people and, doing shit, it's not me killing myself to do it. I'm way, way well off. I'm spending some bread out of tuck back then for this time. But my future is set already. That's when you'll see, the $100,000 cars, jewelry. I had to be set. I mean, don't get me right now, I am set, but I ain't set. Like I tell people, I need to get to, I have a level that I want to achieve. And once I achieve that level, I might just chill. But I know most people say you don't. And I mean, for me, I peaked pretty early. I hit nigga 45, 46-year-old goals at the age of 25, 26. So that's what kind of made the monster that I am today. Because like I said, I was peaking out early. I was setting up grown man, you know, goals and knocking them joints out young. I was telling Cash, I want to make this amount of money for the time. Man, it ain't crazy. Our parents probably never seen that. I did. That's because, like I said, I kept pushing, pushing, pushing. So when I was able to turn the switch and, go positive, it made it very, very easy. But like I said, it still gave me that animal instincts. It still gave me that negotiation tactic. Like you learn a lot, and having different types of successful businesses is like, it's all the same thing. It ain't really no different. It's a little bit, changes here and there, but for the most part, it's all like riding a bike, you know. So just keep in mind on some of these things. And I mean, when you see people's situations pop up, don't sit there and watch every video that pop up because the main sources is going to talk about it. The Breakfast Clubs and a few of the blog sites. I will really be like, okay, I seen it there, I'll leave it alone. And then you go on YouTube and you get a bunch of clickbait, whole stories made up, stuff mashed together, shit like that. Like I don't be understanding what be going on anymore with this stuff, but that's the world that we live in. And I wish people would look at the real instead of the fake. I look at the fake, it's uploaded 4 hours ago, 200K views. I look at the real, uploaded 3 days ago, 40,000 views. It's like nobody cares no more. They just want a believable story that creates conversation. And that's, damn, I don't give away my marketing tips. That's what people are doing now. They're not looking for titles and topics. They're looking for conversations. So these titles to these videos are based upon conversation that you can have on Cooler Talk, around the block, or in the barbershop. That's what they're doing. And it's clickbait because the title is totally false to what the content of the video or the story is. And half of the facts in the story are not true, or they can be quoted as true because they are actual videos that are mashed together from different times. A lot of them have voiceovers to them, where they just take the videos and they create voiceovers saying what they want them to say, or they mash conversations like people do a lot for views on YouTube. And that's what it is to run a faceless YouTube channel. To me, I don't knock them. I know a lot of people that do make good money off of it. But nah, for me, I'd rather put my face on my channels because at the end of the day, I'm smart enough to know that that channel, that faceless channel is just a channel. My face is a brand. So when y'all start seeing me everywhere, like even now, I mean, I've been on YouTube for over 15 years. And at that time, I have recorded more videos in the last 6 months than I've recorded in my life. So eventually my content gonna make it. This channel itself, eight to 10 months. Other podcasts, Chronic Cinema, 25 episodes, tons and tons of shorts. Unleash Your Success. I think it's up to 16 episodes. Like, see, now I'm building me because at the beginning I used to say, I ain't got no time to be in front of that camera, man. It's crazy out here. People see you, oh man, you think you're a YouTuber, you got all this money. Back then I was a peaceful person. I'm not peaceful no more. So I don't care. You can run down, think somebody got some YouTube money. I got 16 hot ones. And I ain't talking about wings. So, my mindset is not set on gangster, it's set on taking care of my family. And when I leave out my house and I hit these streets, the only objective I got is to make it back home to my babies at night. And when I leave out the door, say I'll be right back. I really don't like lying to my kids. So by Malcolm means, I'm gonna make it back. So just keep that in mind when you approach me goofy, bro, because I'm getting back to mine. And if it's by way of taking you from yours, then that's the way it just has to be. Because you ain't taking me from mine and you ain't preventing me from getting back to him neither. So just carry that shit cordial, and I promise I'll do the same. I don't be looking for trouble, but at the end of the day, I ain't got no problem with it neither. But that's all I got for you guys tonight on Shyt Talkin Time. Yeah, man. I had a few more things to say, but it's cold over to the negative side. So we just gonna leave it here. We're gonna bring it back a couple days from now. You know, I got some more topics I got written down over here I wanted to scream about. I'll say them for the next episode. One thing about a lot of my topics, they stay fresh, or we just always stay doing the shit so they stay fresh. But as always, man, thanks for having me. It's your boy Grouse. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Also share, man. It don't hurt. Even if you don't like it, somebody else might want to hear me talk shit. So it is what it is, man. Don't be like that. But as always, I'll see y'all guys next time, man.